So, the Creative VA Academy is an online digital course for those looking to work in creative industries. So, what I kind of mean by that is graphic designers, wedding professionals like what I personally do, stores, boutiques, hair and makeup artists, interior designers, kind of that type of realm. There's definitely a lot of things that VA people can offer that are a lot of more admin based, like QuickBooks and Excel. And while I will be covering those topics, this is kind of solely created more for those looking in the creative industry. The reason for that is a little bit about me. So I started in weddings when I was 18. So I'm 28 now. So I've been doing it for 10 years. And after I co-owned my own wedding planning and bridal boutique in Savannah for quite a few years. And I kind of knew I always wanted to continue working in the wedding industry when I got out of owning my own shop. If you've worked in weddings, you know that you never have a weekend off and you work every evening. So I kind of got really burnt out and got out and found kind of my calling in being a VA. And when I started, there were pretty much no one out there that worked for solely wedding professionals, because I was constantly getting people saying, hey, I'm a wedding photographer, but I can't find anyone who knows anything about this. Like, can you help me? And that's 100% how I got started, was word of mouth. I didn't have a website for my first 3 months. I literally was just word of mouth. And within a few months, I realized, oh, this is it. This is my this is my new life. I really can't turn back now. So I wanted to create a course that kind of went over a lot of things that I had to struggle and learn and ask around. And it has been months in the making. And ironically, I wanted my weekends off, but I have literally been working every weekend for months now. And my poor sweet Franklin has not really been hanging out with me. So all for you guys. So a little bit about what the founding members are. One of the main questions I get is, what is that? I don't understand what you're saying. So the thing with a founding member is that we are going to be doing the course together. So it's limited to 15 people, because we're going to be doing, the course will be dropping week by week over a 6-week time period. So there'll be 6 modules. And when you are a founding member, you're going to have me directly in the group with you, really answering questions one-on-one. I'll be helping with the assignments. We'll be kind of an intimate experience. I really wanted to get people in there together. Hello. I wanted to kind of make an intimate environment that we could really be open and honest about our struggles and not have like 50 people in the group where it gets super overwhelming. After May 1st, which is when the course will be relaunching to the public as like a general course, is I will still be in the group, but I won't be necessarily holding your hand week by week. You're going to be able to do it at your own pace at that point, although I do have it timed as a 6-week course. So you do have the option of taking it slower later if you want to, but that's kind of the main perk, is that you're going to get quite a few bonuses, which I will be going over later. Hello. But you'll also mostly just be kind of a really great intimate group of people that I think all want the same thing that you want, what I want, which is your success. So really quickly, what is a virtual assistant? I get asked this by my parents still, so it's cool. I don't even know if my boyfriend Frank 100% knows what I do. So pretty much a virtual assistant or social media manager or freelancer you work from home. You do everything contracted. You are a contracted employee. You are most likely a 1099. That is what I am, which we will go into all of that in the course. I have a whole section on how to be legal and how to make money and not have the IRS chase after you. Hasn't happened to me, but I wanted to make sure we were setting that straight for everybody. So pretty much it's that simple. My course goes over, I use the term virtual assistant. Honestly, you can call yourself social media manager, operations manager, freelance, whatever you want. I just use the term VA because 100% transparency, it's better for your search engine optimization. If I use virtual assistant in my SEO, those pages are doing way better than the ones where I use freelance. So that's why I use the term. What is really great about being a VA is you don't necessarily have to, you can't have a full-time job while you start. And I think that is a really great key. Is I know I personally had a 9-to-5 when I started all this. I kind of just started this as literally I was at a work group and one of my good friends who's a client was like, hey, I need help. You want to be my VA? And I'm like, I literally don't know what you're talking about, but sure. And so I was able to do this on my free time. And now that it is my full-time job, what's great is I can kind of create my own hours. So I have my specific office hours, and it's really nice to be able to structure my life, especially because last year I made a big move from Savannah to upstate New York. I'm in Ithaca, New York. If you know where that is, it's the Finger Lakes. My boyfriend goes to Cornell, and I needed a job that allowed me to work while he was a full-time grad student. And if you've ever had a full-time grad student, you know that they make no money. So we are one income right now. So one of the questions I got was, what skills do I need to succeed in the Creative VA Academy? I love the way they worded that, by the way. So to honestly be successful at anything, I think you need to be a hard worker. You need to be willing to learn new tools or programs. So I'm going to go over a lot of the programs that I really recommend you know and learn. If you decide that you don't want to and you want to sail your own boat and do your own thing, you totally can. However, I will warn you, you might not be as successful. These are tried and true things that I've learned. I do recommend some level of maybe Photoshop or InDesign knowledge. Now, if you don't have it, that's fine. I'm going to be linking to a lot of great courses that I've helped teach myself. I have been doing Photoshop and stuff since high school. I did go to art school, so I do recommend it. However, there are some free programs we'll go over as well, so don't worry. If you want to get into website design, definitely WordPress or Squarespace are really great. Again, you don't necessarily have to know all of these depending on what you're going to offer. If you don't want to offer website stuff, then you don't have to know it. So while they're not necessarily, I do want you guys to have the idea that this is hard work. Another question I got in an email was, is this easy? I mean, if it was a get quick rich scheme and super easy, trust me, I would have done it within a month, and I wouldn't have had to work extra hours. So the answer is, like everything in life, it does take some work. Like I said, this is not a get rich quick scheme. You do have to put in the hours in order to make this successful. I recommend, at least, if you're gonna join this VA community, have at least 10 hours a week set aside, not just for the program, but for actually setting up your business, because through the program, we're gonna have assignments. You're gonna need to do stuff in order to start it. So if you don't have any time, like literally the idea of spending 10 hours is not feasible, then this probably is not the right time for you to do it. I personally started at 15 to 30 hours a week on top of it, and that's what I did. I worked a lot of weekends and I worked a lot of evenings. And was it fun? No. But it kind of is what you need to be able to do this and to take it into your full-time job, because as much as it would be pretty fantastic if you just were making like $3,000 the first week, it doesn't necessarily happen like that. You do have to find the clients and you do have to take the time. Clients will not appear out of the sky begging for your services. Again, really wish they would. So the course will help you find clients. It will help you find where to find the clients, what to offer, how to pitch, all of the above, which I'll go over later. So I know that kind of scares some people off. I literally had like 3 people be like, oh yeah, this isn't for me. That's totally fine, because I believe that you can be successful, but I do believe you have to work. I just do, sorry. I didn't quit my 9-to-5, double my salary, work from home from just sitting on the couch. I put in the hours and I did it. So one other question was, if we actively follow your steps, how long until we work full time? And this does go a lot of how many hours can you guys spend. Now the course does go over a 6-week long for the founding members, and it is like 6 modules mostly. I do have some bonus things that I can't stop adding. So it went from 6 modules to, we'll see where we're at. It's gonna be a lot more. I would recommend, again, devoting at least 5 to 10 hours a week on starting your business and then seeking new clients. I'm reading my notes because I want to make sure I cover this right. So like if you only have 5 hours a week, it's going to take you a while to supplement your income. not saying it's a bad thing, but it will take you a lot longer. So I want you to be realistic in how long it's going to take. If you're able to devote 20 hours a week, you're going to become full-time a lot quicker. I personally, when I started, my boyfriend was getting out of the Army. Hello. My boyfriend was getting out of the Army and looking into grad school, and we didn't know where we would be in a few months. So I set up a 6-month plan because I was like, I literally have no idea what state I'm going to be in 3 months. So I set up a 6-month plan. I knew I'd be moving across the country, and I was able to do it within 4. But that was because I really spent a lot of hard nights making sure that I supplemented my current income and more, since we were going to be going to a 1-salary household. So one of the things I do provide is the exact spreadsheet that I use, that I give a lot of my mentors. It tracks, and I still use it to this day. The spreadsheet is literally permanently up on my desktop because it tracks all of my clients, how much I'm on track to make that month, and it's how I outlined the 6-month plan I had. So each month I kind of outlined, all right, I need XYZ amount of clients, I need XYZ amount of dollars, and every month I obviously, increased it to the point where I was making my full-time salary and then more. Another question, if things get added to the Creative VA course, will founding members have access? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I truly believe that if you are investing in a course, no matter what, you should have lifetime access. Personal pet peeve is when you don't. I think that things change, trends change, so I want to be able to have this course be something that if something changes in the world of Facebook or Pinterest or something, that you are going to be able to have the most up-to-date stuff. So my hair color might be different, or it might be a different background, but I will make sure that I have that stuff updated for you guys. I'm already thinking of stuff to add. If you ask any of my friends or Frank, I don't know when to stop adding things in life. So I'm already working on a Pinterest mini course, which I'm going to be teaching to one of my friends' master classes. Pinterest mini course, I'm currently working on an SEO guide for photographers that is currently 45 pages long. So again, this is all stuff that I'm going to be adding for you guys because I want you guys to have up-to-date tools. So yeah, stuff's going to be out, which is why, like I said, it was 6 modules. I don't really know. We just keep adding. I don't know. I really can't stop myself. I work really late at night and literally email myself ideas at 1 a.m. Oh crap, gotta add that. Okay, are you teaching specific skills a VA could offer, or how to just set up a business? And the answer is all of the above. Not only am I going to be sharing how to set it up, both legally, website, social media, all of that. Kind of sounds boring at first, but it's honestly the funnest. I will go a lot over skills. I shared that a little bit yesterday, some behind the scenes of me finalizing the workbook. So the way I have it set up is there's slides, that's video, so you'll hear my lovely voice. I apologize, my voice is not the loveliest, but you will be having all of that as well as workbook. So, because I personally like writing stuff down, so I like the workbook idea because you are able to kind of, as you go along, take notes of everything. So we are going to be also going over a lot of skills. So I break industries down by what skill sets and pain points they have. We're going to go over programs you need to learn. So like I said earlier, things like which industries require certain programs. So for example, wedding photographers, who are 99%, they're my bread and butter because I love them so much. So my wedding photographers, I need to know skills like Pixieset, which is where they house their photos. So stuff like that, I'm going to tell you kind of the insider knowledge of this is what they use, this is how they use it. If you want to work with them, this is why you should learn it. I'm also going to be going over hourly versus package, which is kind of a huge debate in terms of which one you should offer. I kind of break it down so you can decide what's the best for you. A lot of this, again, will require your work. You're going to have to look through. We'll go over a ton of skills as well as looking into current skills you have and how you can utilize them. But you will have to, do some work and think about, okay, what am I really wanting to offer? Here's all my skills. They look great on paper. What do I really want to do? And if you guys have questions, you can add them in the comments. I don't know why I'm acting like I'm typing. You can add them below, and I can answer those as well. Like I said, I did want to go over some of the ones that I've been getting in the last few weeks. I I want to kind of teach you guys how to confidently start your business. I know I had one person that was like, but how do I convince them that I know what I'm doing? Like, what if I feel like a fraud? And the answer really comes a lot down to, if you're confident in the skills you offer, they will be confident in you. So if you are really able to offer skills that you feel really good about, they're going to want to hire you. Now, that being said, that means you don't necessarily offer skills you're not 100% in love with. I will be the first to admit that I used to offer a lot of social media Instagram packages. I don't love doing social media Instagram packages. I have a few clients. I love their work, but it's not my passion. So because of that, I don't necessarily market that anymore. That's not something I advertise that I do, because at this point I have the clients that I want and I don't really want that anymore. A few bonuses that you're going to be getting, because I want to kind of talk about all that, the fun bonuses, and I won't keep you guys much longer. I won't keep you guys much longer. Is free 30-day social media outline. So like I said, I not only want to set you guys up, I want to set you guys up for success as we go down. I think it's really important to start marketing your business before it's even open. There is nothing wrong with marketing that you're starting, even if you literally have nothing. I started marketing, I started in Instagram, and I was like, I don't even have a contractor package or website. Didn't matter. I had an Instagram, and I booked I would say seriously 90% of my clients are Instagram. And I booked 4 clients when I started, not even having a package. I didn't have it. I didn't have any of that because, again, I don't know. It was new. I couldn't find anything online about how you offer stuff to wedding photographers. So I was just like, all right, does this sound good? So I want to help you guys outline that, because I think you should hit the ground running and you should start advertising the heck out of what you're doing. And I don't mean like super like MLM salesy, like buy my product. I mean real connections, which we'll go over in the course. Like I said, with the marketing plan, I'm going to go over blog topics. I'm going to give you a ton of blog topics, because I time and time again will say this: blogging is wonderful for SEO. Seriously, blog, it's incredible. We'll go over that in the course. But I will be offering you guys a ton of topics so you guys can just get started and start writing. Another important thing is client questionnaires to get you onboarded. It's not just important to get that client interested, it's important to onboard them. If the onboarding process isn't super smooth, like, you might lose some of them. So I will give you seriously all of mine and then a whole bunch of examples. So that way you'll know exactly how you want to structure your onboarding. Like I said, my personal spreadsheets that I use for tracking clients, budgeting, all of that also included. Sample contracts, templates, email templates, all of that is included. I think you guys should not have to search on Google for the next 25 years to find a contract, because I've already done that. And your contract will grow, and the contract you're going to see of mine, I'm going to show you my personal one, has a lot more than you might think you need right away. And the reason is they are specific clients that get their own clause in there. If you've worked in any industry, you know that there's sometimes you got to add stuff because of certain clients. That is why my contract's a lot longer than when it started. I'm also going to be giving you guys, like I said, access to the Facebook group with me in it. I really want this to be an open and honest community. I want you guys to, I tell this to my clients all the time, there is no dumb question, 100%. Like, in the slightest, because I know I can ask sometimes the dumbest question. My poor boyfriend, if you ever meet Frank, he's the polar opposite of me in every way. He is so analytical, I don't understand how he does it. But my point is that there's no dumb question. So in the group, if you're like, I don't understand this, we're gonna help you. I want everyone to be able to collaborate, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to start with just 15, because I wanted this to really just, I didn't want it to feel too overwhelming at first. More people will join down the road. It's gonna be great. Our group's gonna get bigger, but to start with, 15. The first 15, you guys are also going to get free mentorship calls with me. You're going to get one. You can choose if you want it beginning or end. Kind of depends on your schedule. So we're going to have a call, and then there also will be group like Zoom calls, especially if I see that there's a frequently asked question that I feel like I just need to cover. I'm going to go in there and I'm just going to be like, all right, guys, this is how we're going to do it. So you'll get that. You're also going to be on my personal reference sheet that I give out to people. So you are going to be in front of all of the people that ask me questions and ask for inquiries. And that is because once you complete the course, I know you're going to be good. I know you're going to treat these clients wonderfully. I know that they're going to want to work with you. And not to toot my own horn, I get 5 to 10 a week of inquiries right now. So that is a lot of people every month that I'm going to put you guys out first because I am personally booked. So I'm not taking on anybody else right now. So you're going to be in front of them now. And you're going to be backed by me saying, you want these people. So that's only for my first 15 because I'm not about to send them like 45 people. Maybe down the road, I don't know, just my first 15. So quick thing on pricing, you're gonna get all this for $397. It's gonna go up to $525 after May 1st, and it is going to go up again in the fall because I'm going to be adding a lot of things. So the price will go up. So if you get in, you're gonna get all of that plus one-on-one time, plus the intimate group, plus being on my referral sheet. So I'm only taking 15 people. The cart will open for those. Another question I have is, when does this start? They didn't ask it like that, but the wait list will open for those on my wait list. So if you have gone to the link in my bio, signed up, you will be on the wait list. You will get access on February 19th, which is next Tuesday. Holy cow, it's soon. Next Tuesday. You're gonna have a full 24 hours to join first. It will go up on February 20th to everybody else. The cart is going to close March 9th or when we hit 15 people. So most likely a lot before March 9th. I don't want to pressure anybody because I think that you should, how you spend your money is 100%. You should think about it. I do have as of this morning, I have over 65 people on the wait list. And it's growing a lot. So as of right now, there are 65 people who have reached out and said, yep, I want this course. So I definitely recommend getting on the wait list because then you're going to be able to sign up right away and not have to worry about it being booked out and waiting until May. Because if you want to get started on your business, you're going to want to start now and not have to wait until May 1st when it gets relaunched. Anyway, if you have any additional questions, please feel free to reach out to me. I want to make sure that you are 100% invested in this course because if you're not 100% this is the course for me, then I don't want you to not like it. I want you to really be invested in this, and I want you to be able to grow with us, our community.